Yeah, welcome to this video. This is something new. Yeah, I was. This is a spontaneous idea. Not sure if this is going to be something regular, but yeah, you never know. The idea is that last Monday I played a session of the typical 1 hour Monday live session for the ICC, and someone requested that I should play a little bit of unusual openings for me, and yeah, I thought it was a fun session. It went very well, actually. And so, my idea is I'm going to once in a while play a session of 3 minute chess, 3 minute blitz. It's a bit quicker then. And also, it's meant in a little bit more light-hearted way, not something super serious. And I'm going to play some more adventurous openings there. So it's kind of a don't try this at home show. Yeah, okay, it will be like 20 to 30 minutes, a session of 3 minute games. And kicking
Game
off
started.
right here. My rating is not super high there, 2200. I'm playing Johan Westerberg. Yeah, what can I do? I can't start with that, but I'm going to play in a sharper fashion. Okay, let's see what we get. Yeah, it's difficult to play really sharp here. Maybe I can angle for some kingside play. Yeah, I wanted to play f5 based stuff, the Schliemann and things like that, but it doesn't seem to materialize here because he went bishop c4. Difficult to play something really funky there. But okay, that's not bad at all, and I'm going to try to play aggressively and quickly. It's 3 minute chess, so I have to be a bit quicker than usual. Okay, if I go f5, I'm really weakening myself, so all ideas of playing a bit crazy are nice, but you still have to be sound. Okay, bishop c2 and then e5 is maybe something, but I didn't have any particular choice. And as mentioned, I have to be quick. So takes. Okay, it just has a check though. It's nothing dangerous in particular. d5. I'm going back to d8. I don't see any huge problem with that.
Check.
Okay. He still has queen d3. I was thinking that this rook d8 would help, but in fact it doesn't. Okay. So he has this check there. f5 doesn't help. Okay, I can play rook e8. I think I'm not mated or anything. Queen h7 is a check, but I'm not sure if it is much more than that.
Check.
Okay. Don't know. I mean, I can go here. Knight g4. Okay. Takes and queen e6 for queen g6 maybe. I mean, that's not ideal, but I don't feel... Okay. I'm just taking this, right? What is the I don't see the problem. I'm just taking that. Queen h6, bishop g7 should be fine. Okay, 1 minute 29 left. The time, yeah, it's something that I have to keep in mind. I'm really used to 5-minute chess. 3 minutes is not what I usually do. Okay, well, here's just a piece down. I can take e5 even, but not sure that I want. Okay, let's keep the a pawn. And now maybe take it. Don't see why not. Okay, this runs into knight h7, so not a good idea.
Time warning.
Yeah, can take on e5. Didn't. He simply didn't. Okay, let's go back. h5, queen f6. If he takes e5 now, I can take it, play f6. So what is it that he has ultimately? I could have played knight d3 maybe. Maybe. Yeah, now he's taking some time. Can still do that. I mean, he can take c7, but takes here. I will take it with check. Well, that's true. Okay, the time really might be
check.
A big issue at the end. I'm not used to that. Yeah, he cannot take h6 because of the check on e1. And queen f4 is winning for me, I think. I think.
Check.
Oops.
Check.
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 Another check. Okay, I've got 20 seconds, and this is 5 pawns. 5
check.
Pawns is really a lot.
Check. Check.
Might be too much ultimately. Okay, I got that one.
Check. 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 Check.
He had the presence of mind to take that. Amazing. With absolutely no time on the clock.
Black forfeits on time.
Yeah, I got 30 moves in. But it didn't help. Yeah, okay, I shouldn't lose that at the end. But okay, it was just a click fest. Yeah, around here, it's just a draw. But okay, 10 seconds against 12 is tricky. Okay, new game in this session.
Started.
And of course I'm going e4. I'm out for those aggressive lines. Here we go. f4 against the Lachen's defense, which is going to be tricky. I have no idea about this. That is what? Wow. Wow, that's a line. Hard to believe. Okay, knight b5. I'm going to get killed. Fatigue. Okay, let's try that. That looks really strange. Okay, let's keep the pawn there. The d pawn, I mean. And okay, we protect that. Now I take here. Yeah, okay. Well, this was just an opening failure for black. I mean, I always have to be cautious there because I don't know it. It might be a great line that I simply don't know, but this is really just good for white. Okay, attacking e6 there. Yeah, maybe he has bishop e5, something like that, but I can really just play. I can just play this and castle long next for a great position. Yeah, okay. He cannot take a2, obviously. He's getting killed with knight b5 then. So, knight a2 is not on. And yeah, I'm going to take here. That should work. If not, something is really wrong here with this game.
Black resigns.
Yeah, that's just over. Yeah, rook takes, bishop takes, rook check, and c5, and he's getting killed. Yeah, let's just... I don't want to do much analysis here. It's just a good 20-30 minutes of quick fun. So I'm trying to play in an aggressive way.
Game started.
Okay, here we go. e4. Sir John. Yeah, can I go? Cannot play the Mora here. Maybe queen takes. Can also be quite aggressive. Oops. Okay. Yeah, I wonder, castling short or long in this position? I have no idea. I think short might be more the more solid choice. Can I get my knight to f5? I'm trying. He might have knight e4. Okay, he didn't. He didn't test that. Maybe he had this opportunity. Okay, let's get out of this. And maybe even f3 to stabilize that. He cannot castle short as h6 is hanging. Knight h5, I have g3. I don't mind that so much. I was thinking this here. How does he protect the h-pawn? Maybe he can play d5. The typical Sicilian break. Taking h6. Is this too bad? It might be bonkers, but normal moves don't do it. They simply don't. This might be bad, but at least it is messy. Okay, knight g4 is the big problem. If I take with the knight on f3, he's going to play knight g4. If I take with the pawn, yeah, knight h5, I have bishop g5 at least. That's not good, really, but at least, as I said, it's a bit messy at least. Oh, he's playing that anyway. That's enterprising because of the pin here. Yeah, he's right. He's right. Okay, I have to take. Even if it's losing, I still have to take it. Okay, but if I take here, let's think about this. If I go bishop g7, what is his move? I'm out for bishop takes e5. It's of course pure coincidence. I didn't plan any of it. And now bishop e5, queen e7 is holding. But okay, I have to take. Not much choice. Queen e7. Unfortunately, I don't have a good move now. Queen f4 or something maybe. I don't really have a good move, as I said. I have to get out of this kind of self-pinning situation on the e-file. Knight e4 is a move, maybe. That's something that looks nice if I can get it in. Let's do that.
Time warning.
Now I'm threatening g5, maybe. Cutting this bishop. Oh, he's giving me the queen. Yeah, people tend to make mistakes when they are irritated, and I think I managed that at least. Even if it wasn't any good. It was
Check.
It was irritating.
Check. Check.
Okay, let's make sure I'm not getting back rank mated. Yeah, it was a lucky win, of course. I was just totally busted here.
Black resigns.
Yeah, that was a lucky one, but yeah, as mentioned, sometimes purely being irritating can help. Yeah, I'm up a couple of points in that session, and let's see what we can do next. Yeah, this black game was a bit awkward, that I didn't get anything interesting going there. But yeah, I mean, 1e5 is what I usually play, but I wanted to play it in a more aggressive way. Against the Italian, it's difficult. Let's see if we get this again.
Game started.
Okay, Woody with black. And have no, okay, let's go e5, and now let's go for something aggressive. I actually think that this is probably better than it looks, which is probably not saying much because it looks a bit awkward. But okay, this is not easy for him to play. Okay, if I go h3, he will take e4, but I can take and then go h3. This is fairly irritating again. And let's now see what I can do. Knight to e5 maybe. Okay, I need to be ready to recapture there. Okay. Okay, he's playing well. He's playing well, I think. Can I take e4? Knight takes e4. I mean, bishop e7, knight c3, takes on d8, takes on d1. I don't think it works. Nah, that's not going to work. It took too long here. Yeah, I have to get used to the time control. That's really 3-minute chess is really something entirely different to 5. You have to be really decidedly quicker. It's just something else. Okay, I'm trying to. I hope that he takes. It's a bit of hope chess here. Bishop f4 was stronger, but. Okay, he did take. Yeah, my pawn on h3, yeah. It's not clear that this is ever going to help me, but okay, now after f4, I have some hopes that it might ultimately lead to something. f4 was a bit surprising. Okay, maybe, okay, I can take with the queen also. Don't know. Yeah, let's take with the knight. Unsure. He still has the better position, but I was a bit surprised that he went for this f4 move. It looks a bit weakening. Okay. Go to e6, 5 queen g5. It's not good. Okay, I cannot really do anything else. Okay, knight to d6. That's what he wants to do. It's difficult, really difficult to prevent. Okay. I really had to take that.
Check.
There wasn't much choice. He can take with the rook. That's the problem. Tja. It's just an exchange for nothing much. The only thing is that, okay, taking this, I don't know where, here maybe, that I have rook c8. The only thing is that there's still this h3 pawn, which is awkward. What is he doing against that move? I'm threatening mate and the rook is hanging. Huh. Okay.
Check.
He can check me there, but if I just step away, or to a8 for that matter, it's probably easier. There's no check at all. And I'm still attacking the rook and queen g2 mate. Yeah, I'm just playing for cheap tricks here,
Check.
but it works. Okay.
Check.
Check here.
Time warning.
Yeah,
Check.
got another check coming. There's no mate here. Hard to believe. Wait, f5 or something? I don't know. Takes, knight takes is certainly winning. And I thought here there should be a win as well. Queen c3, maybe. Not sure. That was stupid. f5. Got 30
Check.
seconds left. Okay,
Check.
those checks didn't help. Okay, let's protect the pawn for the moment and go from there. I still don't see a
Check.
mate there. Let's start with some checks. Where is the mate? I have to use my knight somehow. Queen
Check.
c2 is blundering. How am I going to win this?
Check.
I don't see a win. That's the sad truth. Queen e2 check looks dangerous.
Check.
Where is he going? To h4. Knight e4.
Check.
Knight e4 check. I only have 8 seconds.
Check. 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 Check.
My only hope is my quick pawns, yeah? And pre-moving all of the time.
Check. Check. Game drawn.
Whew. Okay, I got a draw out of that. With absolutely, well, last yeah, okay, of course I have to win. I didn't find a mate there. Yeah, okay, 3 minutes is really tricky for me. I don't have the real feeling for that, and all of a sudden I was really low. It happens just more quickly here. But okay, I think it was good fun. The h3 pawn, yeah, this dangerous pawn was ultimately giving me this double attack. Okay, come on, 1 or 2 more games to finish the session. Okay, come on. Nobody in the 3-minute pool. It's not very populated at the moment, it seems. Yeah, there are a couple of
Game started.
good ones in there, but I accidentally played d4. Okay, but I can transfer to the French. Let's try to be aggressive there. Okay, here you always get something aggressive going. Okay, queen d7. Okay. That's not happening that often. They very often go for bishop f8. Okay, maybe do this. And knight coming to h4. Not sure if I want to take though, but okay, I'm going to do that. Knight up to f4. Yeah, here we go. Okay. I need to castle long here. Yeah, I have a nice position there with the knight on f4. But he has managed to... Yeah, he's gotten rid of his problematic light squared bishop. Still, I think this should be quite nice for me. A3, what is he doing then? Taking, probably. I can also take c5. I'm not sure that this is a very solid king position that he has. If he takes with the pawn, it looks really loose, this king. And knight or piece captures. Okay, so how to do that? Knight e4. Okay, let's make sure that knight e4 is not hitting. I still have other moves here, like a3 and things. Or just knight e2, actually. Yeah, I can protect e5. I could have taken d5, actually. Knight cd5 for e6. Now he prevents it. Okay, it's still not a bad position. I don't mind that a bit. I don't mind that one bit, this position. Okay, bishop d4, I guess, or b4. I don't know. Bishop b4, maybe. That still keeps the idea of c4 in the position. Of course, after c4, he has queen a4. So it's nothing that I can play immediately. Okay, let's play it simple. If I take there, after pawn takes, his king is in trouble. And here I have rook c3 coming. So let's see, d4, yeah? d4 is what he wants to do. But my rook here is protected, so it's not a huge deal. Yeah, I know e5 hangs, but d4 hangs as well, so it's nothing that is very dangerous in particular, I think. Oh, okay. I didn't see that one coming. Takes, rook takes. Still queen f2. Knight e5. Does he have a tactic? I wonder. I mean, it looks a bit vulnerable, my position.
Time warning.
I don't see a tactic at the moment. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm threatening to play b4, winning the knight. Oh, he's allowing this check here. I think I'm taking this opportunity. And now I can take there. Knight takes or rook takes. Maybe rook takes. Rook takes or knight takes rook g2 for the back rank. And knight takes is a self pin. Okay. Can take on g2. I play rook f1 then. Sorry, queen f1 was my idea. But he has knight b4, yeah? Maybe stuff like that. That could be a problem. Okay, I can give him checks there. d8, d7. Ah, what a shame. I don't have a square for that. Knight f8 looks terrible. Yeah. Wow, it was such a nice position and I spoiled it. Unfortunately, I have to cover rook g1. Okay, my time. It was stupid. I cannot make the time. That's a problem. The position is maybe playable again. But I have to play super quickly here.
Check.
It's making some mistakes there, but
check.
Question is if it is irrelevant.
Black forfeits on
Yeah,
time.
forfeited on time. Okay, that was a bit lucky. I had a very nice position there, but I screwed it up with this back rank stuff. Yeah, all of a sudden I couldn't take on e6. That's kind of weird. Yeah, computer is showing no respect here. c3 and +5. That's funny. +5 it is giving as e6 is collapsing. Yeah, I was thinking I should have a nice position there. Knight is strong on f4 and he's really having many weaknesses, but okay, c3 is very strong. It takes those squares away and it does break this kind of situation here on the rook. Yeah, very nice. Okay, but as mentioned, it's not meant to be very serious. I'm not going to serious. Yeah, well, not to yeah, I don't want to do much of analysis here. Just play a couple of fun games for, I hope, also your enjoyment and mine. Okay, I hope you liked it. This was the first part of what might become an on and off series. Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.